Hey y'all, come hang out with me while I make some twice baked sweet potatoes. This is kind of a cross between a sweet potato casserole and a twice baked Irish potato, as my mama called them, or a white potato. What I have done so far, I did a video. I was making good use of my oven, and I cooked a pie pumpkin to make a pumpkin pie with, and I also cut these sweet potatoes in half after I washed them. And I put them on the same parchment covered cookie sheet over here and put them in the oven and cooked the potatoes. Sweet potatoes took about an hour and 15 minutes. And the pumpkin took about an hour. And my house smells like Thanksgiving around here, y'all. So I just got 2 sweet potatoes. Now you can do this recipe as 1 sweet potato. If it's just you, and you just need 1, you can do 1. You don't have to make enough to feed 1,100 people. This is in my second cookbook, and it's called Twice Baked Sweet Potatoes for 2. But you can always do this for many. You just need to double it, quadruple it, or, ever how many people you got in your house. But I think you'll like these. They're kind of individualized, and you can put different toppings on them, and it's just kind of fun. And it's kind of a portion control thing if you're having a potluck or a family get together, and some people's eyes are bigger than their belly, and they kind of get too much, but you can just kind of portion things out like this. So anyway, I've just got the meat of 2 sweet potatoes, and I've got about 2 pats of butter. And let me tell y'all, for y'all that are really interested in this, I'm gonna put this down, we're gonna concentrate, okay? But I'll put the instructions too. For 1 sweet potato, you'll need 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, and you'll put 1 in here, and you'll put 1 in the pecans that we're gonna put on top. And a little bit of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon, a pinch of nutmeg, a pinch of salt, orange zest, which is optional. I didn't have any, so we're not using it. Miniature marshmallows, if desired, and a tablespoon of pecans. I'm not measuring today. I've just got my butter that's softened in here, and you can use fresh nutmeg if you want to. I'm just using this kind, and it will be fine. There we go. And just a little bit of cinnamon here. That looks like a plenty to me. And a little bit of salt, because sweet loves a little salt, so I don't want to go overboard. There we go. Okay. Going to use my pastry masher and get to mashing and get this all mixed up. Now you absolutely can make a classic green bean casserole. I've got that on the brain too. Sweet potato casserole. But I just thought it'd be a little bit different to do it in these little individual boats like that. And my oven is, I cooked these at 350, but I've got something else in the oven, and it's going at 400. And so I'm just going to slip this in there until the marshmallows get brown, or my desired amount of doneness. And the pecan mixture looks about like I like it. So let's just see let's check our flavors here. See if I can get hold of it. Steak. I've not added brown sugar. Thank you. Thanks for whoever hollered and said, hey, you forgot the brown sugar. I appreciate it. And it looks like I'm running out. I'm gonna have to make some more brown sugar. So I'm just gonna add a teaspoon in there, and we'll get this mixed up. Okay, let's get the other end of this popsicle stick. Now we'll check it and see what we think. Boy, oh boy. That's it right there. That is it right there. Now I'm just gonna spoon these into these potatoes. And I did bring one of my little spoons that was the kids when they were little babies. A lot of times I like to use these little children's utensils whenever I'm doing things that I might want to have a little bit smaller of a footprint as you say. So we're just gonna put some of this right in there. Easy peasy. And let's see, it's kind of like filling up deviled eggs. You gotta eyeball it. And then sometimes you do have to take one from one from another one. You gotta make it all even out, you know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? My gosh, I hadn't thought about that commercial in 130 years. Let's see if this is gonna, okay, that one, take a little out of that one. We're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay, that looks pretty even to me. Okay, so now we're going to put marshmallows on two, and we're going to do pecans and brown sugar on the other. So I'm just going to add about, yay, mini pecans. I probably should have chopped those a little bit better, but they're going to be fine. So you know the size of things that your family likes. There we go, a little brown sugar. And we'll just get this all mixed up here. Okay, now let's put, and you can pile this stuff as high as you want it to. On here, there are no rules for the most part in the kitchen, unless you're baking, and then you know you got to have a few rules when you're baking. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, now these old marshmallows right here, not old, but I've worn these things out. I've taken them back and forth to the cabin doing different things with them, and they've had a little too much air exposure, and it's gonna be fine. Not a big deal in this at all. Let's get that one, kind of get you up there, buddy. More square with the world. Okay, I'm gonna go stick these in the oven until my marshmallows are brown, and the potatoes were still kind of warm and everything, so it'll be just fine. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'll see you when these come out. I'll have my mess cleaned up, and we'll get us a bite. So I'll see you back in a minute. I wish y'all were here right now because my house smells so festive. Looky there. These are so good. Oh, still a little hot. Had them in the oven for almost 15 minutes. So we're just going to get one of these out, put them on this dish. This is going to be delicious. And I'll tell you one thing that I have done when I make, I got to have both hands, y'all. And I've made a regular sweet potato casserole, because you never really know if people are going to want marshmallows or if they're going to want the pecan mixture. And so I'll just do half and half. And one year I did them in strips, and that was really pretty. But you got to know your people, and you got to please your people. So let's see what my taste buds think about this. It's the perfect size, y'all. Y'all. Y'all, that tastes like a hug. That is so good. Oh my gosh. I could eat this whole thing. But I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to tell y'all that I have had more fun putting these whole, little smaller dishes together for Thanksgiving, because not everybody is trying to feed 1,100 people. And this is in my cookbook, my new one. And I will put in the listing how to order both of those, my first and the second one. The ebook only is available on Amazon, but the books that you hold in your hand come from my house to yours. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Scroll back and look through some of these recipes and see if some of them strike you fancy. I hope they do, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.